Okay, now that we've learned all about mountains, we are going to be creating this picture of the mountains and a nice cool little campfire by the mountain. So, first thing we need to do is we need a pencil and we need our paper going long ways. And I'm going to switch mine. So I've got the example over here on my left and I can draw here on the right. Okay, so you got your pencil. Paper is going landscape long because this is a landscape picture, isn't it? Trees, mountains, sky, no people, no buildings. Not a cityscape, not a seascape. This is a picture of the land. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start in the middle with our mountains. Okay, so right here in the very middle of your paper, you're going to make a diagonal line. We're starting with this mountain right here. So I make a diagonal line and I'm going to come down. I'm going to go back up, back down. So it kind of looks like a capital letter M. Capital letter M. Okay, then I'm going to come back up again and then back down. So far I've got 1, 2, 3 mountain peaks. Okay, now you got your capital letter M here right in the middle. Come back to the bottom and make just a little itty bitty diagonal line. Then we're going to come over almost like a horizontal line. And then down again. Then we're going to come down and over. Up and down. Now, does your mountain need to look exactly like mine? No. If it doesn't look exactly like mine, is it wrong? No, it's fine. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Okay, so now I'm going to add some details to my mountain. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to zoom in so you can see the details that I am doing. So, get your jagged mountain line. And then we are going to add some details. So start over here on the very far right, and about halfway up, make a little jagged line. Little jagged line. Okay, now here in the middle, you're going to come down and over. Down and over to the left. Then you're going to come up, over, up and over, and then back up to the mountain. Then we're going to make another little jagged line over here. Again, these don't have to look exactly like mine. We're just adding in some details to make it look a little more interesting. Okay, so when we're looking at it, you see that capital letter M we started with? Find your capital letter M, and we're going to go over to this section right here, beside where we have this horizontal. I'm going to come down. Come up, down again, and up. I'm going to go in and up a little bit, over, and then back up to the peak. . Okay, last one, come all the way to the very, very end. Okay, find your very end. And then you're looking for where it goes up and then down. So we're at this section right here. We're going to come down and over, down and over. Then we're going to come in, over, and back up. Now, they don't have to look exactly like mine. If they don't look exactly like mine, it's fine, okay? It's fine if they don't look like mine. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is these three little sections that we drew here, we're going to add some little lines. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add some little horizontal lines. Just little horizontal lines. I'm going to do the same thing in the big one. Just some little horizontal lines. Kind of makes it look like notebook paper almost. And again, if your mountains don't look exactly like mine, that's fine. I'm just showing you this as a guide, okay? So now we're going to draw the campfire. So I'm going to pull my paper up, but I'm going to stay zoomed in so you can see what I'm doing, okay? Because I'm going to put my campfire right down here in the middle of my paper, okay? So my campfire is going to be right underneath that little letter M, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start drawing the logs. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom, and I'm going to draw a diagonal line, just like that. Now at the top, I'm going to curve it. So it kind of looks like a cane. Looks like a cane right now. Then from the end of my cane, I draw a line back down. So now it kind of looks like a candy cane. Now watch how I do here. I'm going to draw a rainbow line that starts back here and curves over. Okay, little rainbow line, little curved line that's right in the middle of this one. And then at the end of that, I'm going to curve in a little bit. And then I'm going to draw a line from here, and I'm going to curve it all the way down. Okay, so we'll start here, and I'm going to curve, and it's going to come down right there. So you see how it looks like a log with a branch coming off of it that's been chopped off? Now, at the end of this one, I'm going to make a little smiley face. Actually, it's a little rainbow line, little frowny face. And then I'm going to draw a smiley face to connect the bottom here. So now it looks like a round log, doesn't it? Looks pretty cool. And then I'm going to draw a diagonal line on either side. That's going to kind of give it the look of having some bark on it. Okay, now, see where this line is? I'm going to come over, and I'm going to draw a diagonal line that goes this way. And then I'm going to come down a little bit and draw another diagonal line right below it. what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, I need one more diagonal line down here. So I've got 3 diagonal lines, and the one in the middle is the longest. So 1, 2, 3 little diagonal lines. So now I'm going to go from my middle one and draw a curved line to the last one. And then for my top one, I'm going to draw a curved line to the second one, but I don't want to draw it to that line. I want it to look like there's 2 separate logs there. Okay. Then I'm going to, just like we did with the Great Wave, I'm going to pretend that this line is going underneath this log, and I'm going to keep drawing it out just a little bit. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this line. I'm going to keep drawing it out just a little bit. And the same thing with my bottom line. Keep drawing it out just a little bit. So now I've got 3 diagonal lines coming this way. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to draw a curved line, but it's going to kind of look like a backwards J. Watch how I do this. See how it looks like a backwards J? See that backwards J? And then I'm going to do the same thing underneath here. A little backwards J. And then I'm going to add some diagonal lines going this way. And now it looks like some logs piled up. So draw your logs, and then we're going to add the fire. Okay, so from the tip of this log, I'm going to draw a curved line up, kind of like a sideways smiley face. Then we'll draw a little curved line down, another curved line up, and then I'm going to draw from this corner down to the top of this log a curved line, just like that. So that's going to be my inside flame. Okay, now for the big flame, watch how I do this one. We'll start on this bottom log, and we'll draw like a frowny face. Now this next line, watch how I do this one. I'm going to make like a really fancy letter J. I'm going to come in and curve back up. So watch. Come down and curve. See how it looks like a fancy letter J? Fancy letter J. Then I curve in. And then I'm going to curve out and around and up. And again, it doesn't have to look exactly like mine. This is just a guide. You can draw it however you on either side. Kind of looks like an arrow right now. And then I'm going to add a couple more beneath it. And then a couple more beneath it. And then below that, I'm going to draw 3 horizontal lines. Long, medium, short. I'm going to do the exact same thing over here on the other side. I'm going to draw a vertical line down on the other side of my campfire with those little smiley face lines. And then I draw the 3 horizontals. Long, medium, short. Okay, now let's go back over here to this side. I'm going to come over a little bit and I'm going to draw a longer vertical line. And again, I'm going to do the same thing, except now my branches are going to be a little bit longer because my tree's a little bit bigger. Add some branches, and we're not going to put any lines under this one. We're just drawing some branches. Just some little curved smiley face lines. And then I've got one more. We'll come up about even with the top of this mountain and draw another vertical line. Does it have to be perfectly straight? Nope. And add my little curved lines. Okay, I need to come over to this side and I need to draw this tree again. Come over, draw my vertical line, and then add my curved lines for the branches. And my last one is going to be my tall one. Curved line. They don't have to look perfect, just drawing some pine trees. Okay, once we got our pine trees done, we're going to go and we're going to start working on the sky. So I'm going to pull my paper down a little bit so you can see my sky. First thing we need to do is we're going to be adding some clouds. So I'm going to pull this paper over so you can see about halfway what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to start right here beside this mountain. I'm going to draw a frowny face, a little rainbow line. Now from the middle of this line, I'm going to draw another rainbow line. And then I'm going to draw another one, starting from inside this one and going up. And then starting from the inside and do one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of looks like clouds. And then above this tree, I'm going to do frowny face. From the middle of the frowny face, another frowny face. So add in some clouds. And then we're going to do the other side. So again, we're going to start above this side, frowny face. Now this one's a little bit different. So I did my frowny face and then I come down a little bit and do another frowny face. So this one looks a little bit different. Another frowny face. And then one more frowny face up. Then over here in the edge, we're going to do a frowny face. And another one. Got our clouds. Okay, now above this mountain, we're just going to draw a circle for the moon. And then under the moon, 2 horizontal lines. And then watch, I'm going to draw a plus sign here. That's going to be a star. Draw a plus sign above the moon. And another one over here to the left. Okay, now over here, I'm going to draw an X. And then I'm going to draw 2 curved lines beside it. So it's kind of looking like a falling star. Kind of looks like a falling star. Above my mountain, add a couple more horizontal lines. And then down here below my shooting star, a couple more horizontal lines. Above my shooting star, plus sign. And then one more over here towards the left. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some little circles. So just add some little circles throughout your picture, just in some of these empty spaces. Add some little circles. Just fill in. Add some little circles, doesn't matter where you put them. Then we're going to go back and I'm just going to make little dots. I'm going to add some little dots. That's going to fill in my night sky. Okay, so finish up your sky. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and outline with our markers. So start with your blue marker, and we are going to outline everything in the sky. We're going to outline the moon, the clouds, and all those dots, plus signs, and circles. So we're just doing the clouds. And everything in the sky. Clouds and everything in the sky is blue. When you're done, snap that cap. Purple, violet, purple or violet, those are our mountains. So I want to do all of the lines of my mountains in purple. Mountains are purple. Trees are green. Now for your campfire, we're only going to use yellow and red. The outer flames are yellow. Inner flames are red. And then the logs are brown. And then you have a finished mountain picture. A finished picture of the mountains. I'm going to put my original example back up because it's prettier. So, finish outlining. And if you're done outlining, you can go back and add in, you can take your crayons and color in the campfire. You can color in those sections of the mountain with the horizontal lines, and then you can color in the moon. But if not, then it's just going to be outlined, and it still looks cool. So, this is our finished picture of our mountains. And if you didn't get finished, that's okay. You can work on this later. So, I hope you guys had fun, and until next time.